What's up, noobers? So today I'm heading over to Big Bear to try to finish up my protocol for my Inland Empire Four-Wheelers Club. You know, whatever requirements are needed. So we're out there. We're gonna head out to BROOM Flats right now. We're gonna start off there to ARRASTRE Creek, up to Burns, and into Sidewinder. So that's the plan right now, but my Jeep has been making some funny noises, and I'm hoping I don't have a breakdown up there. Anyway, I got a Wyatt Dirt behind me. I'm supposed to meet Mad Mike up there, and one more club member, I believe. It's gonna be a small group, but like I said, my Jeep's making this funny clunking noise in the back. I can't find it. I can't figure out what the hell's causing it, and it's really pissing me off because I changed the transmission mount thinking that's what it was. Wasn't that. So I don't know, man. I hope it's not my pinion. That would suck. But it doesn't make it all the time. It just when I hit bumps and stuff makes this fun, like a clunk. Not sure, man. We're gonna so we're gonna just take it easy, head on up there, and see how it goes. Anyway, I guess I'll see you when I'm up there, and I guess that's it. See you there. Peace.
Howdy, folks. I'm going to tell you a little story about a group of noobs that like to do stuff. Now, ain't no telling what they'll get themselves into. Whether it be four-wheeling, two-wheeling, maybe even four-hoofing. I guess you never can tell with this group. Guess the only way to find out is to sit back and watch.
Noobs doing stuff. 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 Maybe they'll go well and I'll go ride a bike. Maybe they just might go take a hike. Maybe they'll build or fix something, or maybe they won't do a thing at all. Maybe go fishing or play in the dirt. They're playing with fire, but they don't get burnt. Spending every wicked moment in the sun, just city slickers having fun. Noobs doing stuff. 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 Noobs doing stuff.
There you have it, folks. That there's a story of the noobs doing stuff.
What's up, noobers? So anyways, we're out here at 2N01 BROOM Flats Road. So far the Jeep has not given me any issues. It wasn't making any noises all of a sudden. And I think my sister, oh, you guys don't know, but Saddle Up Sonia is actually my sister. I know we look exactly alike, but you know, she is my sister. So there's Saddle Up Sonia right here. We got Black Betty.
But that's why I got the
Oh, Big Bob's made it. All right, what's up, brother?
We're gonna do the lift probably next weekend.
Okay.
So.
And then we got Wyatt Dirt right here. We got Mad Mike, and we got
Nice to see you.
we got Jake.
You're down here. You gotta go pee.
Yeah, you better take him out right now. So there's Rick, the sheriff, and then you're the sheriff, right? Yeah. Okay. So you got to be careful with this guy because you start messing up on the trail, he'd be writing up tickets.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rigs. Let's see how it goes, guys. I'll keep you updated.
Howdy, folks. Jebediah Smelter here, welcoming y'all back to yet another installment of the Noobs Doing Stuff. Now, on today's adventure, Doc and a couple of the members of the IE4W head out on a low-level Black Diamond run. Today's group
We'll start off at the Broom Flat Trailhead, that's 2N01, and start the Black Diamond portion at ARRASTRE Creek Road, that's 2N61Y. And from there, they'll shoot over to Burns Canyon, 2N02 for a very short stretch, and finally into Sidewinder Canyon, that's 2N70Y. Then finish the day off at Pioneer Town for a bite at Pappy and Harriet's and a walk through historic Main Street of Pioneer Town. Looks like they're fixing to have a great run today, I'll tell you what. Now let's take a look and see what they're facing today.
So cool, huh?
I've mentioned this before, but rarely does the camera capture the true severity of the trail conditions. It was a pretty rocky and rutty road at that ARRASTRE Creek trailhead, but nothing that the noobs couldn't tackle. Now, on a side note, today's run was Wyatt Dirt's second run ever. And I gotta tell you, he did very well. Although he was definitely tested on this particular trail. Great job, Wyatt. Oh! And another first. Saddle Up Sonia took over as camera lady on today's run. Thank you for stepping up, Sonia. Unfortunately, Miss Tiwi was not able to attend this run, so Doc was riding solo. But it all came together at the end. Everything worked out just fine. Well, it looks like the noobs have reached the first true challenge of ARRASTRE Creek. It wasn't extreme, but it did take some calculation and good wheel placement for a couple of the rigs. Let's see how they fare. Uh-oh. Looks like Sheriff Rick is stuck. Now's a great time for all the outlaws to get lost. Now, Sheriff Rick's rig is very capable. But it is IFS, so you do have a low center in the front. Looks like he got himself hung up. Or did he?
Good. You're good.
Did you see
Hold on.
that? There was no strain
There was no
on
slack. You did that by yourself.
All you had to do
There was no
work your
tension
feet.
on that strap.
There was no tightness on that strap. You cocked it to the left and climbed up it.
Yep. Yay. He said yay.
You have the whole video, so you'll know.
Yeah.
Well, that was exciting. Kind of. Sheriff Rick wasn't too impressed. Now they're heading on over, moving on down the trail. Now, there are a few other obstacles along the way, which consist of V-notches and a couple of ruddy areas, a couple of small drop-offs and light waterfalls. May not seem like much, but it did keep the trail interesting. But don't you worry, it's gonna get a lot more interesting as we go down the road. Let's watch and see. Bobby, you made that look easy, but you always do. Uh-oh. Watch out now, Wyatt. Now, Wyatt Dirt's rig needs to have a couple of modifications done to it to get a little bit more articulation. But all in all, this Jeep is very capable. And here comes Sheriff Rick. He tackled this particular obstacle very well. Let's see how he does. Now just keep in mind, this obstacle is very off camber. It can get a bit precarious coming over them rocks.
Back as far as you can. I think you can. Because you're not. I think you can. Hey, you're doing big boy stuff, mijo. How you feel? Yay!
No. You know, hey, when your Jeep's in the air doing this,
I know.
it's either doing something right or really wrong.
Or really wrong.
It was cool though.
Yeah.
Did you get that on film?
Yeah.
Me in the air like
Mm-hmm. Rocking back and forth. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Are you trying to flip yourself?
No, but I want good footage. Get the power steering assist. Just get that install in there.
Driver in reverse. All right. All right, just straighten out. Driver, right there.
Right there.
Keep it there. Keep it there. No, driver.
Keep it there.
There you go. You're going to drop off the rock right here on your driver's side. So you're going to be a little off camber.
Okay, you're good.
Now
Okay, we have to
start steering this way.
Come
Start
driver.
steering.
Come driver.
Yeah. Steer driver, all the way, driver. You're good. You're good.
You're fine.
You're good. All right, let's get out of the way.
Woo-hoo. Sheriff Rick got a little tippy there. Now we come into the hardest section of ARRASTRE Creek. On the right-hand side, you got a nice boulder field. So whoever was able to get across made the effort and did well. As for Sheriff Rick and Wyatt Dirt, they took the left side, which was a little bit more mellow, a little bit smoother, but still a challenge. The ruckus just never ceases to amaze me. Every time I think it's not gonna make it, it makes it. Now here comes Mad Mike. Oh, come on, Mad Mike, don't be shy. Jump on in, the water's fine. Got a short wheelbase like Black Betty does, you do have to approach these with caution, because it can get a little tippy with a short wheelbase, as you can see here. Just take it nice and easy. Nice and easy usually does it. Great job, Mad Mike. Now Bobby here is a very experienced off-roader, and even he had to approach this section with caution, although his wheelbase did help quite a bit. Now Bobby's JK is a Rubicon, and it does have a nice lip with 35, so he approached this with caution, although his rig is very capable. But it's always good to take the trail serious and not get too confident. Very nicely done, Bobby. Very nicely done indeed. Side of the split, like I told you, is a bypass, which is a little bit smoother and a little bit easier to get by, but nonetheless a challenge, especially if you're new to off-roading. Now the noobs took the trail from west to east. Coming west to east, once you hit that boulder field, you know you're getting close to the end of ARRASTRE Creek Road. And you'll soon bump into Burns Canyon. Turn left, and very soon you'll see 2N70Y, Sidewinder Canyon. Now Doc's been hankering for this run quite a bit for some time. Finally gonna get it out of his system and check it off of his to-do list. Let's see how they do. I don't know.
Huh? I'm sure he wants the spot. He got. Oh, here he comes now. Is he going to Hartwood?
Sonia, you should jump in the pickup when you're done, because it's a long walk up here.
Here's your radio. Alright. Oh, he made it too. That's Sonia. That's Sonia's house. Oh, and she didn't have a radio. I had the radio, hers.
Oh.
Okay, I think Rick heard you though. Okay.
It's a long walk. It's a long walk. I was hitting the vape while I was trying to say it.
It's time for another smoke.
Yeah. Look at Scott. I'm a real boy.
Did you take the rough one?
Yeah.
You did?
Yep.
You're kidding.
Not kidding. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Got him.
You took the right side? Yeah.
Aye. You hear him? Yeah, what do you mean? Of course.
Another day in Big Bear. Well, I figured Danny said 6th run. I got to get a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great.
The only one I bypassed that drop off onto the turn because I was like, I was already in there once today. I was like, yeah, that's my limit.
Well, I'm sorry, he took the easy route.
So,
Bypass into the turn. What the hell are you talking
we
about?
were coming down like this, and then there was the turn left or go over those big rocks and stuff. Well, I went to the left, and then
Oh, when we were.
came out of the canyon.
Oh.
But I was already in the air earlier, so it's like I've reached my limit for aerial assault. Dude, this thing, pretty amazing.
Freaking Jeeps are pretty badass,
Jake's
right?
all just laying back there. He's like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah.
How did
Yeah,
you
let's go
pull
do it.
that off without lockers? I locked up.
Awesome people. They can just get through stuff, bro.
Like they call me the chosen one. No, I don't know. I just saw like where everybody's tire tracks was.
That's all you gotta do is it's all wheel placement, bro. It's all about where you put your tires.
It looks like waves, but it's the where you guys went through and went like this. And I'll do my best to line up because you guys were already up here. And I was like, well, there's no ground guide, so.
Well, it looks like that group was kind of like, should we go? And then they seen us go through, and they were like, well, they're going through.
Well, you guys ain't got Jeeps, but you know, whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever.
They see the Cherokee, and they were like, if he's gonna go through, then let's go.
That guy's got his dog in the Jeep.
Yeah.
Now at this point, you'll see Sidewinder Canyon starts heading uphill for quite a ways. And it's pretty rough and rocky and ruddy to get to the top. But it wasn't nothing the noobs couldn't handle. Let's watch and see how they do. Now the noobs were very pleased with Sidewinder Canyon, because it did offer some challenges. It is a black diamond trail, but there was also a couple of sections that were peaceful and serene. Just don't get too comfortable, because it'll go from peaceful to a challenge with a blink of an eye. All in all, this trail was very fun, very challenging, but not so challenging that you needed a fully decked out rig. All in all, these rigs did very well. Or maybe I spoke too soon.
Something happened with me. My Jeep shut off.
Your Jeep shut off?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just cut out.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Will it restart?
Something's leaking. Radiator. My pipe came off.
But that's not going to cause your rig not to run.
No, it's not overheating or anything, but it did cut out.
What hose was off? That hose was off?
It just came off right now.
But you're not running hot?
No.
Will it restart?
It was, you had too much flex probably in the line. So there's not a lot of play in there.
Mm-mm. Well, I got water.
Alright, we're on the trail. Look like rig hose is popped off. Rig it down, you got too much flex on the rig. Not only the radiator, but it's soft. So we got to figure out what the problem is with the cheap not wanting to start.
Now the news ain't sure how it happened, but the top radiator hose came loose. Now it wasn't much of a problem, and apparently the Ruckus has some kind of safety feature in it that will shut it off once it doesn't feel enough pressure through the cooling system. Which is a great idea if you ask me. It didn't allow for the rig to overheat. It just shut off and said, hey, fix this. So the hose got put on, put a little bit of water in there, refilled that radiator, and got back on the trail. Ruckus didn't give us any problems afterwards. It rolled all through just fine. Now, as you'll see, the remainder of the trail was fairly easy. Had a couple of light challenges and drop-offs and hills to climb, but all in all, pretty easy from this point forward, with the exception, like I said, of a couple of small obstacles. Now, this trail begins at Burns Canyon and loops right on back to Burns Canyon. I believe Sidewinder Canyon is approximately 1.4 miles long, so it's not a very long run. But all in all, starting off at 201 Broom Flat, through ARRASTRE Creek, into Burns and into Sidewinder, probably a total of about 9 to 10 miles. The entire run took us approximately 3 to 4 hours. And it was pretty much non-stop. Challenge behind a challenge behind a challenge. I'd have to say that the boulder field in ARRASTRE Creek was probably the toughest one. Sidewinder Canyon also had some very interesting rock features that we had to take on. All in all, great run with the fellas. Now let's head on over to Burns and into Pioneer Town. Welcome to Pioneer Town. Now just a little history on Pioneer Town. Now, Pioneer Town was founded in 1946 by a group of Hollywood investors. Look at that. Including actors like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, with the vision of creating a living, breathing movie set in the Mojave Desert. It was designed to resemble an 1880s western town with facades for filming and interior spaces for visitors. Now, over the years, Pioneer Town became a popular location for filming westerns and other productions. While filming has declined, the town continues to thrive as a unique desert destination with attractions like Pappy and Harriet's. It sure is nice to see a piece of history still living and breathing in a state like California, where they're constantly trying to progress into modern themes. Hey, is that me? Must have been a mirror. Anyway, let's go take a walk around Pioneer Town. Now, numerous westerns, television shows, and feature films were filmed in Pioneer Town, with some of the most notable productions including The Cisco Kid, The Gene Autry Show, and Annie Oakley. Now, while film production has decreased over time, Pioneer has evolved into a popular tourist destination known for its unique Old West atmosphere and venues like Pappy and Harriet's. Pioneer Town continues to be a community of residents and business owners who collaborate to maintain its unique character and attract visitors, showcasing both its historical significance and its evolving role as a desert oasis. Make sure you drop in when you get a chance or you're in the area. Sure is peaceful here. Even got a petting zoo. Bring the kids. And the food is amazing, I'll tell you what. There's also Red Dogs down Pioneer Town's Main Street. Haven't ate there myself, but I intend to on my next visit. And if you're down here on a Sunday, there is a historical church there that is actually an operational church. Now, ain't that something? No matter what, God's word always stands. Amen. Well, folks, I sure do hope that you enjoyed today's video. We hope that you had fun watching, and maybe you'll take on these trails yourself. And also pay a visit to our historic sites like Pioneer Town. Hope to see you there. Now, as usual, I'd like to ask y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. God bless. Y'all come back now, you hear?